very good day to all of you. How have all of you been doing in the last couple of weeks? I hope all of you have been keeping on strong and healthy and still on your journey. Yeah. Now, today my topic is on being intolerant of bad behavior, or do not tolerate bad behavior. You see, as leaders, in organizations, in companies, right, most of the time we condone or we seem to tolerate people's bad behavior, because tolerating your people's behavior or bad behavior is a reflection of your own inadequacies, your own weakness. There is a limit to everything, right? So occasionally, minor transgressions, small little mistakes, you can turn a blind eye, all right? But persistent transgressions, if they continuously do it, that reveals a deeper problem on which you as a leader must act. The borderline between what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, it's often gray, confused, and definitely will be subject to many interpretations. Well, you cannot rule with a rod of iron, all right, or punishing every transgressor who puts a toe over the line. Conversely, you cannot allow people to get away with murder. Right? So, what you can and what you can't tolerate then. Now, we are in the area of personal judgment here. You will have to make your own judgments about what behaviors that you can tolerate and those that you can't. The more your people behave badly, especially in your presence, the greater is the probability that they will lack respect for you. And they will not be motivated, and in the end, it will not achieve what is expected of them. So as a boss, as a leader, you cannot allow this to happen. Therefore, from time to time, you are going to have to handle difficult situations involving bad behaviors. So you won't find it easy. Again, it is not impossible. When a person steps over the limit of what is acceptable to you, or what you are prepared to tolerate, it is very important, or should I say, it is imperative that you confront the bad behavior immediately, not tomorrow, not day after. In doing so, you should not cast aspersions, make value judgments, or assert negative motives of which you are suspicious. In other words, do not jump to conclusions. All you need to do is challenge the behavior and ask for an explanation. Avoid making any value judgments. Until what? Until you have heard the person out. This is very important. When you see, your people will observe every minute, will observe you every minute of the day. How you behave in handling other people's behaviors will have a tremendous influence on your own standing as a leader. If you are too rigid and not allowing, minor transgressions, they will detest you. Conversely, if you are too lax, too or over tolerant, allowing certain individuals to fall below the standards of their colleagues, or their workmates, then they will see you as inept. Therefore, you need to establish very clearly in the minds of your people what you are prepared to accept and what you are not. You've got to do that. You don't need to clarify what you will turn a blind eye to. They will find that out pretty quickly. Having clarified what's acceptable and what's not, it is very important that you are consistent and persistent in dealing with the unacceptable. Again, always confront, all right, it Never let your people get away with the unacceptable. I've said this many times. Always confront it and never let your people get away with the unacceptable. Well, this is the end of my sharing for my video this time around. So do not afraid to talk about these problems through with your people. Never personalize it. Just ask what their views are. For example, if they are persistently late, or they like to swear, or they like to talk dirty jokes, or make dirty jokes, or anything else that you find unacceptable. Find out what they think, and if they find it objectionable, to discuss with them the best way of handling the situation if someone steps out of the line. So at the end, you will find that everyone will converge on the type of behavior that are acceptable to all, including you as a leader. So the principle here is bad behavior will definitely lead to poor work. So what you need to practice is always do this, always confront bad behavior. Once again, I'm Philip Liao. I'm doing what I'm doing for the very fact that leadership matters because people matter. So stay safe, stay healthy, and be a blessing to all those around you. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.